The Evil Uncle. In the heart of a peaceful Igbo village nestled between rolling hills and dense palm forest, a boy named Chidi lived with his parents, Okeke and Ifeoma, and his younger sister, Ada. Their family was well loved in the village for their kindness and generosity. Okeke, a hardworking farmer, was admired for his wisdom, and Ifeoma, his wife, was known for her hospitality. However, there was one shadow over their otherwise happy life: Okeke's older brother, Obinna. Obinna was the black sheep of the family, a man consumed by greed and bitterness. Years ago, he had inherited their father's wealth but squandered it on gambling and bad investments. Penniless and full of resentment, he moved in with Okeke, relying on his brother's kindness to survive. Obinna despised Okeke's success. Every time he saw the family sharing a meal, laughing together, or being praised by the villagers, his jealousy grew darker. In his mind, he deserved everything Okeke had: a thriving farm, a loving family, and the respect of the community. One day, Okeke and Ifeoma received news of a family funeral in a distant town. They decided to attend and entrusted the care of the household to Obinna. "Take care of Chidi and Ada," Okeke said. "We'll be back in 4 days." Obinna agreed, masking his delight at being left in charge. The night Okeke and Ifeoma left, Obinna called the children into the main hut. His face, illuminated by the dim glow of the oil lamp, was stern. "Your father has always treated me like a servant in my own family," he began, his voice laced with bitterness. "But now, I take what's mine. This house, this land, everything. And you too will help me." Chidi, only 13 but wise beyond his years, exchanged a worried glance with his 10-year-old sister, Ada. "What do you want us to do, uncle?" Chidi asked, trying to hide his fear. Obinna smirked. "Chidi, you write a letter to the elders, claiming your father owes a large debt to a trader in the next village. And you, Ada, will spread the word that your father is in financial trouble. Once the village believes it, the land and house will fall into my hands." Ada's eyes filled with tears. "We can't do that, uncle. It's wrong." Obinna's expression darkened. "If you disobey me," he hissed, "I'll make sure your parents never return. Do you understand?" Terrified, the children had no choice but to comply. Chidi wrote the letter, his hand trembling as he forged his father's signature, while Ada, under Obinna's watchful eye, whispered the lies he fed her to anyone who would listen. But Chidi wasn't ready to give up. He knew his uncle was dangerous, but he also knew that Obinna's greed would make him careless. Late one night, after Obinna had fallen asleep, Chidi crept into his uncle's room. Beneath the bed, he found a leather bag filled with fake documents, papers claiming that Obinna was the rightful owner of the house and land. Quietly, Chidi took the documents and hid them in the yam barn. The next morning, Obinna discovered the missing papers. Furious, he accused Chidi and Ada of stealing them. "Where are they?" he shouted, his face twisted with rage. "We don't know what you're talking about," Chidi replied calmly, though his heart was pounding. For the next 2 days, Obinna searched the house, growing more paranoid and angry with each passing hour. Meanwhile, Chidi and Ada quietly planned their next move. When Okeke and Ifeoma returned, Obinna greeted them with exaggerated warmth. "Welcome back, my brother," he said, forcing a smile. "I've taken good care of everything while you were away." But Chidi wasted no time. Pulling his father aside, he revealed everything. At first, Okeke struggled to believe it. "Are you sure, Chidi?" he asked. Chidi nodded and led his father to the yam barn, where he had hidden the stolen documents. Okeke's hands trembled as he read through the forged papers. His face hardened with anger. That evening, Okeke confronted Obinna in front of the family. "You've betrayed us," he said, holding up the documents. "After everything we've done for you, this is how you repay us." Obinna tried to deny it, but the evidence was undeniable. The villagers, who had gathered after hearing the commotion, demanded answers. With Chidi and Ada's testimony, along with the forged documents, Obinna's lies unraveled. Humiliated, Obinna was banished from the village. As he walked away, dragging his belongings behind him, the villagers muttered about how greed had destroyed him. Though shaken by the ordeal, Chidi and Ada grew stronger. They had faced their fears and protected their family. From that day on, Okeke and Ifeoma made sure to teach their children the importance of courage and unity. And so, the family moved forward, grateful for the wisdom and bravery that had saved them from disaster.